Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
59! Be a long day for you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Ready? Right to the 3.
Check 56.
Gun. Gun.
Go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. He's tired of me.
20. 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Check
20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Great.
Heavy on the edges. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. And I'm coming after you.
Express. Gun.
Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Watch the screen.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Check 13.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Rush coming, and he he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Breida. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here I come. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Lock.
We're going 25 to Mike. Let's set a target.
I got you.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun.
Tighten up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's all you got.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Switch.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
56. Check 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. 56 to Mike. 56 56, Mike, 56. Here we go, here we go. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They run with Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Breida. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Black! Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. He's coming, he's coming. 12, 12. Count up. 20,
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You got time right there. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 99. Check 99. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check out route 20.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A very solid gain of 27. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
11.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, express. What's the 20? Ready.
Off play action, Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They fake the give. Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got White here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining. in quarter number 2. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56 is the mic. I smell fear in that offense.
Express!
Fear in that offense.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
20.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up.
20. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Oh, here we go. Oh, watch twist.
They run again with Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
Lock!
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the curve.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo got his target, Samuel, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. 180! One, Omaha.
I got you. Switch.
Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. The trot, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play, and it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well. Showed right there.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
65.
25 to Mike. We'll go.
White.
On first down, here's Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
21.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
56. Mike, 56.
Gun.
56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Great. Check three.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
20.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Black 80.
Let's go, defense.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 31. He's checking. Crash. Check 26.
Express.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Coming. Check.
Gun.
Fresno.
8.
Throwing is Newton. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. D Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
56. I'm trying to collect.
Express. Gun, gun, gun.
56, Mike.
Now Newton.
Let's go.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
56.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. 21.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check. Crunch.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.